Good morning, boys and girls. Our grammar this week is pretty much a review of things that you have been using since the first grade. We are talking about transitional words. So, a lot of the ones that you are used to are words like first, next, then, last, but there are additional words that help clarify our writing. So, instead of looking at a projectable, we're just going to look directly at the worksheet that you're going to be working on today. This is page 271. So, that's what you're going to look for on Cami. So, let's take a look at our little cheat sheet at the top. Transitional words connect sentences and paragraphs. They help readers follow the author's ideas and show how the ideas are related. Some transitional words are also, but, still, however, therefore, so, and since. There are also more words, of course. They're not going to give you all of them. Because is another transitional word. So let's look at the example that they give us here. I read the first chapter. However, I haven't finished the book. So when we're using a transitional word, it is indicating a relationship between the first part of the sentence with the second part of the sentence, or a first bit of information with a second bit of information. So if I'm looking at these two sentences, the word however almost gives me an indication that there is a negative relationship between the first part and the second. Like, yeah, I definitely did read the first chapter, but I didn't read anything else and I didn't finish the book. So this kind of gives us, this word however kind of gives us a negative relationship between the first part and the second part. So I'm going to go through the worksheet with you. I'm going to do the first two for 1 through 4 and the first two for 5 through 8. So if you have any questions, they shouldn't be about 1 and 2 or 5 and 6 because I'm doing them for you. So let's grab my little pen over here. Finally, a worksheet that I don't have to write words on, so hopefully we can actually see what I'm doing. So for 1 through 4, we are underlining the transitional words in the sentences below. Number 1, Teresa is learning how to lasso. Because she has been practicing, she can already do several tricks. Because is my transitional word for number 1. It indicates that there is some sort of connection between the first part of my sentence or the first sentence with the second sentence. Number 2, let's learn how to saddle a horse. Also, let's review how to take care of a saddle. Also is my transitional word. It tells us that there is something else that we're going to be doing besides just the first thing here. So also indicates that there's more information to do or more information to learn or something else that we need to be doing. For 5 through 8, we are circling the correct transitional word to connect the sentences. Travel was slow in the past, blank. Now we can fly to other countries in just a few hours. So I'm choosing between the word but or the word also. Like I mentioned before, also indicates to me that there's something else that we need to be doing. We're not trying to show that kind of relationship between the first part and the second part. What we want to do is show that there's been an improvement or a change. So we're going to use the word but here because it tells us that travel was slow in the past, but now, so this tells my reader that something has improved, that there's been an indication that now things are almost the opposite of how they were in the past. Number 6, a ranch is an interesting place. Blank, few people visit ranches. Well, like that first example that we saw up here that they did for us, I'm kind of showing a negative relationship between the first sentence and the second sentence, almost as if this sentence doesn't really agree with this sentence. So we know a ranch is an interesting place. However, few people visit ranches. That tells my reader that even though they're interesting, people are still not going there. So, however, indicates an opposite or negative relationship between the first sentence and our second sentence. If you have any questions regarding transitional words for 3 and 4, 7 and 8, please ask it in Google Classroom so I can help you, Mr. B can help you, Miss Cook can help you, or Mr. Dubay. Have a fantastic day, guys.